So, Danica. Yeah, you can start now.
Yeah, so if we got someone testing the audio, Super Pro, you coming? Can you hear us talking?
No.
No talking. It's probably not ideal.
Wait.
Is that working?
Yeah, oh my god, no.
It's late, but what a video.
And then on the link,
Hey, Vijay, give me the.
how do you switch camera views?
Tyrone?
I don't
Tyrone
think
has
you
the
can.
match balls.
I mean, the idea is to just stream the game, and these are only for experiments.
Ah, okay, great.
Tyrone is there. Tyrone is there.
Hey, Tarun! Match ball.
But yeah, there will be a good 7-8 seconds lag.
Ball.
So,
Hello.
better cover the mic.
But the other,
I don't want to be heard.
You're not able to hear?
I'm able to hear, but I'm can't watch this. Kind of
So let's get underway here at Nord Park.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day.
We've got one of the greater weather days come out, which is nice. Because we're pretty late in the season at the moment, aren't we?
True, yeah, we are. And it doesn't look like the weather's going to get any better in the days to come. Maybe tomorrow, day after, could be a little warmer than today, but thereafter we're looking at maybe shorter days, colder days.
This could be the last bit of summer that we have here in Düsseldorf. So we've got viewers from all around the world. We've got, my mum's just texted me from New Zealand.
Oh, that's
She's
great.
saying we can hear you, which is good. So,
Yeah, so the audio works.
so hi mum.
Yeah.
So what teams have we got playing right now, Super Pro?
Right now we have the Blackcaps Düsseldorfer taking on the Blackcaps Gladiators.
And who are the key players that we should be watching out?
Well, the captains, Kashif, you can probably hear him in the background already. I think the Düsseldorfers won the toss and chose to bat.
Smart decision. I think that's probably what we're going to see most of the time today. I think the captains who are going to win the toss are probably going to look to bat.
Sure.
Looks to be a good pitch out there today.
Who's going to be a leg
Yeah, probably.
The artificial.
We're just taking a little bit of time trying to sort out who the umpires would be.
Yeah, so we've got Kashif is the captain of the
Düsseldorfers.
The Düsseldorfers. Great, they like to make confusing names there. And who else should we look for in those teams? We've got also Sunil there as a batsman who's played for the top team.
Yeah, and we can see Rahul and Sanil making their way out to the middle. They're opening.
Nothing you can see.
Two players who have had a pretty good season for the top team in Düsseldorf. And you're probably going to look to see Rahul, who was the keeper for the top team, and Sunil recently promoted into the top team about halfway through the season.
Still not for the
so
commentators link, we are not able to see.
They probably have something to prove there as well. With the use of modern technology, I'm going to try to share the link to as many people as possible.
Yeah, I mean that's the idea. We keep sharing the link. We're getting more viewers. Viewers, please feel free to post your comments. We will try to respond as soon as possible. Your viewership means a lot to us, and for the viewers who've tuned in late, perhaps who don't know what this event is all about, we're just looking ahead at a fun day of cricket. It's a triangular series, T10 games. Düsseldorf Blackcaps essentially has been split into 3 teams. It's a 9-a-side cricket, mind you. We have shorter boundaries, so expect plenty of runs. We have sponsors. We have Emma and Kelly, who are the title sponsors, so essentially you're looking at Emma and Kelly Blackcaps Cup. We also have Bhojans, which is a South Indian restaurant chain. Oh well, it's not really a chain, it's a South Indian restaurant sponsoring the boundaries and the wickets. So you'll hear a bit of Bhojan's breakthrough, Bhojan's boundary and Bhojan's biggie through the day.
Expect to it.
So we've got Ben here, who was an old head of the club. He's been around. When did you first come to the club there, Ben?
1994.
1994.
And he's the current president.
Is he the president, is he? He's the president of the club. Is that why I don't see you doing too much work?
No.
All the work's out of you.
Delegation.
Delegation.
That's the quality of leadership.
So talk me through, who have we got? Who's going to open the bowling today for team in red, which is the Düsseldorf
Sunil and
Gladiators.
Rahul.
Yeah,
working,
that's the Gladiators. So Gaurav is the captain. He didn't play with us this season, but he is definitely an ex-member of the Düsseldorf Blackcaps. He has been an active participant in most games. He's just setting his field over there.
I've got Vishal opening the bowler.
Majid.
He was actually
Give me a minute, yeah.
a pretty standout bowler for the top team, the Bundesliga team, last season as well.
Even for the regional league, he has played.
Yeah, last year he was a part of the regional Liga team, but then I guess his performance was good enough and worthy of a promotion to the Bundesliga stage.
So Ben, can you talk me through the fielding restrictions that we've got right now?
So we've got first 3 overs are the power plays. 3 overs are the power plays where you can have two fielders outside. And then after that there are no restrictions.
So how many fielders are there? Two
Two fielders outside, yeah.
Two fielders are in the first 3 overs.
In the first 3 overs.
Of course, we're playing T10 today, which is, this is probably the first time, so certainly the first time I've experienced a T10 cricket match.
And we don't have 11 fielders, mind you. It's a 9-a-side cricket, shorter boundaries, so expect plenty of runs to flow.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, should we zoom in on that main camera a little bit, just to get a bit more closer to the batsman?
So what kind of score are we predicting here? What's a decent score for T10?
Well, we're just trying to sort out a few of the technical elements. I've just got a message from my mother in New Zealand.
Yeah, start.
And she says we're speaking a little bit quietly, so I'm just going to speak closer to the microphone now.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to ask her to give us some feedback on that.
Cool.
And here we go, it's the first ball.
ball.
Vishal is going.
It's got to be wide. It's a wide ball. Who's doing the scoring today?
Vijay is the
Vijay.
scorer for now.
Fantastic.
So Rahul's the batsman on strike. Vishal starts off with a wide. Gaurav wants to attack, it seems. He has a slip in place. Just the one fielder on the leg side, Nilay
that's
at mid-on.
Well, that's Tarun there at slip side. It's kind of his position. It's probably starting with 2 wides, is it? No, he's saying so. Does he typically move the ball away from
He
the right?
moves away, yeah, and that's the reason why I think Tarun is there. He moves away, so that's the reason why Tarun is there.
Ah, okay. So you think there's actually genuinely a chance of getting in there? Well, to the wide one. Is it a catch? Good fielding.
Good one, boys. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Probably under 18.
Under 18, so probably the youngest person here today.
Yeah. No, we've got Ashutosh. From
Oh, nice. There he is in the background, warming up.
Yeah.
Team.
Is he playing?
He would be playing, yeah. He will be playing today, yeah.
I think he's a part of the Düsseldorfers as well. So that's why he's padded up.
It's very watchful for a T10 cricket match.
Yeah, Sunil, that's his first ball, so probably wants to play it safe.
To really be able to see the batsman.
Oh, that one bounced. Sunil just fending it off his back foot.
I think it's going to be Kashif coming in next, yeah? He's preparing himself, warming up.
You know, I think what we might be happening is we might actually only have one microphone working. Oh, it's a big shot. It's a
Well, it's
possible
in the air.
catch.
He didn't judge it well.
Oh,
Gaurav.
no. He was backpedaling, and then stopped, and then completely misjudged it. Let's put that one there.
This is the one working.
Yeah. Are both the mics working?
Yeah, should be. Or is it one and mute? Both are working, right? This is not in mute. Should be working.
Okay.
someone is not able to hear.
I just said it's quiet.
Oh, it's again a big shot. Complete flow of the bat.
Good running, boy!
Gaurav does the cleaning up as the batsmen scamper back for the second.
It's certainly pretty amazing what you can do these days with a little bit of modern technology. We've got 2 cell phones set up at the moment, tripods, some commentary equipment, and some absolute quality commentators.
Yeah, and don't forget the internet.
Yeah, that's
Everything is synced through the internet. We have the application loaded on different gadgets, and everything is synced by virtue of a game ID. So that's the end of the first over. We already have 2 extras bowled. It's 5 for no loss, Düsseldorfers.
Can you connect both the mics to one?
No, we can connect both to
So
one.
you've got 2 connections there anyway. Green and red.
One is for headphone. One is for headphone.
So everyone can hear.
You can hear it without the microphone actually.
Let's just try this one and then see how that goes. See if it goes better.
So the captain chooses to bring himself on. Gaurav, he is known for his accurate medium pace bowling.
Score is 5 after 1 over.
Score is 5 after 1 over. Second over, we've got 10% of the batting gone already, and a third of the batting power play has disappeared. So things are moving along pretty quickly.
Not so much change in the field placement. Tarun still at first slip. We still have Nilay at long on, or mid on, I should say. Actually, he's down at the boundary, so that's long on indeed. It's difficult to make out from this far out, but he's outside the circle all right. And we have just the one sweeper cover outside the ring.
We've got Tarun at first slip, standing very wide, coming into bowl. Oh, that's an edge. Was that an edge? Umpires looking at each other. Batsman's not moving. I think even these microphones have picked up the edge.
Yeah, I think they're just confirming if the catch was taken cleanly.
Okay.
The leg umpire says yes. Majid's the leg umpire. I think
That is the very dangerous Sunil, who's been dismissed for very few runs at this stage.
2 runs.
Only 2 runs in the second over. So now we have Kashif. He's had an excellent season in the first team for the Düsseldorf Blackcaps. His favourite position was opening the batting, which he was at for almost every game that he played. Kashif has a favourite shot, doesn't he? He's got that, he loves to back away and hit it over the covers.
You can also ask him to.
Yeah, indeed he does, and possibly that's why there's no change in the field placement. That's why we still have the sweeper cover out there, just in case Kashif wants to, play that uppercut kind of a shot over point. We also have Southern at point, who's been pretty sharp for the Blackcaps Bisons this season. Lots of encouragement for the bowler from behind the stumps.
Well, if you get a wicket in the first ball, you're pretty motivated. Let's see what he does with the second one.
The batsman and the keeper went up, but
I don't know what he's appealing for. I think he was happy that it was a dot ball.
yeah, probably. I mean, he was probably fooled by the extra bounce. He probably thought there was an edge.
Oh, he's absolutely gone for it.
It's a play and a miss.
Wait, was that actually a cricket shot though? I don't know if that was a
Well,
cricket
we probably will see more of those in a T10 game.
shot. Second ball is faced, and he's gone across the line. To be fair, there is only one fielder outside the circle at this stage.
Exactly, and that's at long on, so there was absolutely every reason for Kashif to go for the hike.
So there's no one at cow corner on the leg side. Will he go again? Oh, he's gone.
excellent line to bowl to the right-hander. I think he got the length also right.
It's really a nothing shot though, isn't it? I mean, even if he hits it, it's a dot ball. So really, there's two sides to the coin here. It either seems to be a massive shot or a little poke and a prod.
I think Kashyap's trying to play a little more responsibly, him being the captain. He knows that there's not so much batting coming behind him. Mind you, it's a 9-a-side game. We don't have 10 wickets. Instead, we'll have 8.
Tarun there just walked up to him and gave him a bit of stick. Oh, there you go. Straight back. Run out opportunity. Shy at the stumps. He's hit!
Not out, says the umpire. Are they going to run for the overthrow? No. Probably Rahul ran too far down. Was not quite aware.
I think it's pretty fair to say that there's some pretty big nerves out there at the moment.
Yes, probably no nerves from the fielder there though. It's Nihal, who isn't quite a member of Blackcaps family, but obviously we have invited very many guests to be a part of this event today.
Well, with fielding like that, he should certainly come along next season. That's for sure. Sensational stuff.
Yeah, unless he's already playing for another club and he doesn't want to switch.
Blackcaps is always the way. Oh, big shot. It's an edge. It's a chance. He's taken. Gone. Rahul. Out of here.
So Nihal is the fielder once again. He did effect a direct hit that did not quite result in a run out, but this time he makes no mistake once more.
Get that man a contract for the Blackcaps next season.
And that would bring the youngest member today into the crease. So we have young Ashutosh walking into bat. It's 6 for 1.
Well, it'd be 2 down now, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, it should be 6 for 2.
So we've got a bit of a size difference here, guys. We've got Kashyap there. Looks like he's around 6 foot. And then we have
Ashutosh, yeah, he's the youngest member today playing in the event, and mind you, he's a left-handed batsman, so maybe it's a nice ploy to get a left-right combination going in the middle.
And I've seen this guy training at the winter training indoors, and
Yep.
this guy can hit a ball. His technique is fantastic. He's probably got the best technique in the whole club, if I'm honest.
Yeah, he probably does. So we have a new bowler coming in, Shashank.
I'll tell you what though, the height could be a disadvantage because this pitch is very bouncy now. So if he's willing to play a pull shot or a cut shot, could be an advantage. If he's going to play too much with the straight bat and the good technique, could be in trouble. Well, let's see what happens.
Whose son is this? Is it? Great.
See what I mean? I mean, that was it's come up to grill height.
Yeah, but he did the wise thing. He just rotated the strike. Well played.
That's true. Single off the first ball, rotated through the Kashyap, who's really the old head of this team. Captain at the moment. He bats, he bowls. He does a little bit of fielding. Taking his guard again. Kashyap is still looking to get that first boundary away. You'll find with him, he needs to get a boundary away early. Otherwise, he gets a bit nervous, can go into his shell. So let's see what happens.
I don't think you'll see too many batsmen going into his shell today. It's a T10 after all.
Let's see what happens. How many people we got viewing at the moment? We got 1 or 2 million. Let's take a look at the lines.
Optimistic?
Kashyap batting. Short ball. It's a wide.
I think this is what the left-right combination can do to a bowler. He needs to get into a rhythm. He needs to focus. It's wide again. Majid, the umpire.
Perhaps just a few nerves from the bowler here. He knows how damaging Kashif can be. I don't know how accommodating the captain's been, because we have a cover out a deep point on the boundary, and we've got a deep long on. So really a split field setting at this stage. Where will Kashif look to go? Oh, he's missed it.
There he went. It was right in the slot for him to play his favourite shot.
It looked like it was there, wasn't it? That is his shot. That's his go-to. But again, the bounce was a little different there, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it didn't bounce as much as he expected it to. It was more like a swat than a swing of the bat. Yeah, there goes Kashif. Gaurav in pursuit, Nila in pursuit. Nila does the cleaning up. The batsman coming back for the second. Is there a run-out chance though? He's missed it. The bowler did not collect it cleanly. It's a no ball. So I presume that would be a free hit. Yeah, free hit it is.
Is that a no ball based on the front foot rule?
Yeah, I believe so. I don't think the ball was anywhere near the waist high.
So this is dangerous. You've got probably your youngest bowler against one of the most experienced batsmen here with a free hit. What's going to happen?
Yeah, and it's the same batsman, mind you. You cannot change the field.
I don't know about these field settings, because you're really splitting the field right now. He's going to go full, he's going to go short. Short ball. Oh, he's wide. Let's replay that, guys. Turning into a bit of an expensive over at the moment.
Yeah, this over's already cost 8 runs.
He's got to go down the ground.
6 runs, beg your pardon. Oh, he didn't quite get the middle of the bat. Suthan takes a catch at point, but it won't count. It's a free hit.
Looking to run again. Oh, it's helter-skelter out there.
Kashif thought for a moment if he could sneak in one for the overthrow. Ashutosh sent him back.
The Gladiators are looking pretty sharp in the field, though, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They are. They've taken all catches. Of course, one of them didn't count. They had to direct it. That didn't count either. But they're sharp all right.
Looking sharp. Here we go.
We probably would have expected Gaurav to take one skyer, though. He was backpedaling and
Yeah, that's a fair point.
didn't quite get there. But it's a left-hander again. Everybody in the circle. Well played, right behind the line, Ashutosh.
Looks like Tarun's coming up from first slip there just to have a little bit of a word there. So, of course, Tarun will be feeling difficult at this stage. He's the captain for the Düsseldorf Bundesliga team. Today, just a player. So he might be feeling out of his depth at the moment. There's a half-hearted appeal from the bowler, but it actually looks pretty good from here.
You can never say. I'm not sure where exactly it landed because it's bowling right arm over the wicket to a left-hander.
Should we get Hawkeye onto that?
Yeah,
Let's look at the replay.
let's see where it pitched. Bring on the technology.
Must be pitching outside leg. Yes, good single. Good use of rotation of strike. They got 2 for 14 at the moment. 15 with that additional run added to it. 3 overs down. Pretty balanced at this stage.
What's the score?
It's 14 for 2 after 2.5. And now third over, yeah. The over it's finished. Yep, I think you did it here.
We've got Kashif at the moment. He's on 4 runs off 7, so a little bit slow for his liking. 15 for the loss of 2 wickets. 2 key wickets gone. Two of the big powerhouses that they had gone cheaply. Sunil for 1 and Rahul for 2.
Seems like Gaurav is going to bowl out here.
Looks like the Düsseldorfers have to rebuild a little bit at this stage.
Yeah, they must get a move on now. The power plays are done. Gaurav's looking to bowl out. Mind you, it's a T10, so every bowler has a limitation of 2 overs only. Ashutosh on strike, which is why we have everybody in the ring.
Oh, lovely.
That's a great technique, isn't it? You don't see that too often here in Germany, but that is a classic front foot defensive shot. For mine, probably the most beautiful shot in the book.
Most beautiful shot today, up until now.
What's the format? Everyone bowls on over there?
We're going to go to single.
It's a T10 format, the captains can.
So one thing I find quite interesting at the moment is we've got our bowler Guru is going around the wicket to the left-hander. He's looking to cut down the angles. So it's you know, it basically if batsman is going to miss the ball, we're going to hit the wickets here.
Yeah, exactly. I think he's also looking for the LBW option, which is kind of, you know, gets ruled out if you are bowling over the wicket, right arm over the wicket, because you tend to pitch outside the leg stump.
They're bringing the fielder in closer as well, so short cover is exceptionally close.
Oh, lovely.
It's great technique, you know, it's fantastic, and what a great young player, and as he develops, he's going to add a few more shots to his string, and eventually, you know, be able to maybe smash it through those covers there, or whipping it off the pads through a mid-wicket. Bowling around the wicket again.
That would be wide.
I feel like this could be also the fastest bowling that he's faced in a while.
Yeah,
It's
possibly.
pretty quick.
Interesting, it wasn't called a wide, so I believe it took a bit of something, maybe his shirt or the tie pad on the way.
What's the number there on the back of Ashutos's shirt there? Is it 99 or is it 88?
I think it's 88.
Okay. I feel like as a batsman,
Okay, now it's been called a wide.
I feel like as a batsman, if you've got 99 on your shirt, that's probably a bit of a bad omen.
Lovely.
Yeah, lovely shot. But lovely bowling too, you know, hitting the right areas.
Yeah, Gaurav's an experienced campaigner. He knows what to do. Doesn't get ruffled very easily.
Camera is twisted apparently. This one? This one.
Nobody's seen that.
Let's get the more bowler.
One more dot ball. Hit straight to the shortest recover.
Towards the ball. Yes.
Shashank's the fielder there.
So we're just changing the camera angles there at the moment, getting that optimal viewing platform happening. Pretty slow start from the batting team. Last few balls have been 0, 0, wide, 0, 0, 1 and another dot. So there's a lot of pressure on. You do feel like something has got to happen at this stage. Got Vishal coming back, so they're really using the best bowlers early on. Kashif is craving the strike with only 4 from 7. And Ashutosh has got 2 from 10 there. So it's not too bad, you know, needs to stabilise after those early wickets. What are your thoughts on that, Ben?
Exactly. I mean, that's exactly what Ashutosh is doing, and I think he's good at it. Trying to kind of create a partnership now, and then I think Kashif is going to go. It's a anytime.
I feel like it's also fantastic because we're really seeing the future of cricket here in Germany, and it's very few clubs are able to actually provide some grassroots coaching and improvements for young players. So it's great to see.
So now the field is spreading out. It's Nile who's coming on to bowl. We have a long on, we have a deep mid wicket, we have a long off as well. Those are the 3 men outside the ring. We have a sweeper cover too, that's Shashank out there. Kashif will be looking for the second, but not quite there.
I think they really should have pushed for 2 runs now, because now you have Nile, who he's born and bred as a wicketkeeper, but he also can throw down a few bullets.
And I think
Tarun should be bowling.
I think the Gladiator team would be happy to give Kashif the single the first ball of the over and look to bowl as many dot balls as possible to young Ashutosh. He's a bit under the pump right now. He's played some good looking shots, but hasn't scored too many, unfortunately.
But there is a lot of singles, especially if you can knock it on the leg side. Geez, that's sharp.
Yeah, bounced.
Tarun is waiting at first slip, isn't he? I don't think he's touched the ball so far today. But
Yeah, he probably hasn't.
he's waiting for something.
He's itching for it.
He goes for the pull shot first time today. It's going to be taken. Unfortunate, but a great effort from the young man.
Absolutely. He looked to do the right thing. The shot was on, if you ask me, but the ball was short. He had to get a move on. Unfortunately, didn't quite get the middle of the bat.
Yeah, this kid is 11 years old.
Yeah.
11. Incredible.
So the third wicket falls for Düsseldorfers. A good effort by Ashutosh considering the number of balls he played. I think he played a good 12, 13 balls out there.
Well batted, mate. So we've got this trophy in front of us here, which you can see. And I got to say, this is probably the best looking trophy that I've seen here in Germany.
I don't think the camera is on us, Andrew.
I've just been told that we need to watch how we're looking because people can also see us.
All right, yeah.
Which is, I don't know why they'd be watching us. I think they should be watching the cricket.
Absolutely.
You can tell about the link, the commentators link also.
Oh, that's wrapped on the pads. Probably going down leg. Sudan fails to pick the ball up at point. Are they going to come back for the second? Yes, no. Confusion.
I feel like Kashif there, he really kind of tried to lift his game there because there's a bit of competition between these two players. Having a chat with each other. Of course, we've got the festival game today, so even though there's no points on it in terms of Bundesliga, it's probably going to be even more competitive.
Yeah, absolutely. No nerves out there. Everybody's trying to go out there and express themselves. And Kashif just wants to get back on strike.
He does. He hasn't had much of the strike at the moment. So we've got Justin here.
Jatin's the new man in. He's playing his first ball now. It's wide down the leg side. Gladiator, the one thing they would be looking to do is cut down on the extras. They have done well until now, kept the batsman on a tight leash. That's one more wide.
Where's the link that they could see it?
The offside.
Two separate links.
Well, we've been told there's a commentator's link as well, which is focusing on the commentator's camera.
Which we advise you not to watch.
Yeah,
Allowed to stand up for this time.
it's another wide down the leg side.
I've kept it. I know that's enough, so we'll talk to the Venice keeper.
And that's a nice looking stroke from Jatin, looking for the single straight to Tarun at extra cover. So Andrew, that's Tarun having his first bite of the cherry. Pretty regulation ground fielding, if you ask me.
Of course, he's used to being the captain, so he's used to, sitting at first slip for a good 50 overs. Nile coming in. Oh, big shot. Poiked it. Out to the man. They're going for two. This could be tight. Oh, it was a great throw.
Nile made a hash of it. He should have done better.
He's got a bullet of an arm.
That was sharp. That was quick. Possibly too quick for Nile. He wasn't expecting it to come that fast.
I just like this trophy, mate. Look at the look at the base of that trophy. That's a solid piece of stone there. It's got
Almost looks like marble,
it's got a
doesn't
good
it?
weight to it, mate. Again, leg side. Could they push for two again? He's got a bull of an arm. He's missed it.
Kashif pushing the batsman, looking for the third. There's an overthrow. There's a chance of a third, and it is a third. In fact, that was a direct hit. Exactly what you do not need once the batsman is home.
So that's the classic, you know, the fieldsman has done a great job there, where he's actually hit the stumps directly from the boundary. But because it's hit the stumps, it's then deflected, and the batting team's able to sneak another run there. So one of the times in cricket when you do a great job and you don't come away with the result.
26 for 3.
We don't need to see that. You found the YouTube one, right?
Yeah.
So we've got Braxton Jr. here, who is the Bangladesh national, and he is looking for his helmet. He's going to keep up to the stumps. But who have we got bowling?
By the way, his name is Sajid, the wicket keeper.
Yeah, but look at his shirt, mate. He goes by this extra name of Braxton Jr.
Yeah, something he has a fetish for, I suppose. Sudan is coming on to bowl. He's a good spin option if he can land it right. I think they're just trying to take the pace off the ball. Jatin is going to have a mighty heave at it, I'm telling you.
But the leg side is completely open.
Yeah, exactly, so he is eyeing cow corner. Tarun's falling back deep though. Tarun's at mid-wicket now.
Tarun's doing some work. He's only 3/4 of the way to the boundary, so there's still... And he's the only man out there. So cow corner is free for a classic slog.
Yeah, we do have a long on as well, Andrew. We have Nile at long on, yeah.
I don't understand why they're not using more of their fielders. Kashif wants the strike.
Straight to Irfan at square leg.
Do you notice how much pressure they're trying to put on the fielding team by screaming that they want a second one, even though there's no chance of it? Yeah, it's classic mates on mates.
Absolutely. I can definitely vouch for that. I've been fielding at square leg this entire season. Swept towards square leg, misfield by Irfan at square leg.
They could push for 3 here.
For second, are they coming out for the third?
For
yes.
3, that's incredible running.
I could be breaking the German record today for the oldest person ever to play cricket in Germany, I reckon.
That's true. So we've got Norman here today, and Norman, how old are you, mate?
73.
You should come over to the microphones. We'll give you an interview.
Yes, we would.
73 years old, and
Okay, Jatin has pulled one away for 4, so let's not forget the cricket. It's probably dug in a little short. We do have an interview scheduled with Norman, at least planned. Maybe we'll do it during the break, but this was a good shot.
What I want to know about Norman is 73 years old, and he's in my team. So I don't know how that happened. Apparently, we selected our teams. So
I was picked by somebody.
I picked you first, mate. Experience over youth.
Yeah.
Classic example. You only needed Ashutosh in your team too. You'd have been the perfect blend.
Very true.
Alright, now they've put one man back at square leg boundary. Irfan is hopping his way to extra cover perhaps? No, short mid-wicket it seems. Or wideish long on.
See, now they're changing the field to what I would have expected from the first ball, and they would have saved a boundary. It's a very reactive captaincy at the moment where the ball has gone through square leg and now there's a deep square leg fielder. So what we want to see is maybe a bit more proactive captaincy.
Yeah, and further change actually. Irfan has not gone to the straightish mid-on position, is now at extra cover. And they're going to sneak in a bye
Could be
here.
a run out bowler's
Sajid.
end. He's out. Done. He didn't slide his bat.
Yeah, he didn't slide his bat. Should have done better there, Jatin. That was a sharp throw from Sajid though.
That was good keeping.
He was really aware of the situation. Good collection. Pick up and throw. Right end. And Sudan did the rest.
So the next man in is a guy to watch. Yeah, he's the only pure German playing cricket for us. And
No, it's Aditya.
the next oh, I thought Toby's going in. So no, this is Aditya. Sorry.
That's right, Ben. That's why you're not officially a commentator.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I was seeing him getting ready, so I thought maybe he's going to run in.
But you are the president of the club, so we better treat you well.
Ben, you'll have to leave your chair for Ashutosh. We'll do an interview with him. Come. If it's extremely generous of Ben to give away his chair to young Ashutosh, he's right next to us, right next to the commentators. We can ask him a few questions. So Andrew, shoot away.
Mate, how was your experience out there? Did you feel Kashif's just got hit in the helmet.
But it's still done. I mean, that one jumped from nowhere.
Absolutely and this is why we're wearing helmets. I mean, everyone's going to him, but I expect no damage to have occurred here. I mean,
Yeah, let's hope not.
it
Let's
wasn't a
hope
big
not.
hit. He's
Wasn't quick.
he's probably just got a little bit of a surprise, but this, ladies and gentlemen, is why everyone wears a helmet. Of course, we had that incident 2 or 3 weeks ago now, where we actually had to take a player to hospital. In New Zealand, rugby's a big game, and they think that's dangerous. But, ladies and gentlemen, cricket can be even more. So we'll just make sure everything's. I think he's more concerned about his helmet than his head at this stage.
Just grabbing a quick drink as well. It's the end of the over, by the way. The Düsseldorfers are 34 for 4.
So we've got Ashu here, and I want to talk to him because he's also 11 years old.
13.
13?
Yeah.
Someone told me 11. How come?
Yeah, I'm 13.
Yes, he's 13, guys. Okay, well that's not that impressive anymore. Now 13 is still pretty impressive. But what was your experience out there, mate?
I love batting.
Yeah, mate, he loves batting. So is this the first time you've played on this pitch?
Yeah, and this new one, yes.
Yeah. And so what was your experience in terms of was there differences in the bounce to what you're used to?
Yes, the old pitch was a bit more flat. No, not much bounce, but this one is bouncing. Because my first ball went up to my shoulder high.
Yeah, we saw that, and we thought that probably as a man of not such tall stature, so not so tall, it would probably by the end there, you had to play the full shot.
Yeah.
You had to.
There was no other way. I had to.
You played some exceptional front foot defensive shots. We were saying it's definitely technically the most beautiful shot in the book at the moment.
I love test match.
Test match cricket.
Yes.
Well, that's not something you get to hear from youngsters these days, Andrew.
Well, good luck trying to find some test match cricket here in Germany, is what I got to say.
Yeah. Maybe complicated.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely.
Nudge round the corner. They're looking for the second here. Well done.
Yeah, that's very true. But actually, the way that you were playing there reminded me a lot of myself at your age, because at your age I was really focused on the technique and kind of starting with building those fancy shots later on.
Yeah, pull shot is actually, I like the pull shot. It's pretty, if you connect it well, it actually goes. But unfortunately, it bounce at all, a bit too high.
Yeah, I mean it was pretty crazy, man, to be honest. So Nilay's bowling there.
Sometimes it's kids, sometimes it's bounce. Interesting.
It looked like the one that you went out on. It was short, but it came up much higher than perhaps I had expected.
Me too. I thought it was like just below chest high.
Yeah.
Pull it, but then it was like head high.
Meanwhile, we've had 4 runs of this over already. 2 doubles chipped in. Nilay coming in.
Yeah, and you're doing good.
Dabbed down to third man for a single. Well, it didn't go all the way down to third man. Sudan does the cleaning up from point.
So actually, I've seen you do some pretty intense winter training in the hall there. Every time I turned up, you were there hitting balls. That's what you love to do, is it?
When you
Yes.
said you wanted to play, you were actually happy.
I just love to bat.
Oh, it's a massive shot from Kashif here. There's a chance for Tyrone, but he's too slow. Oh, Tyrone does the fielding. Great arm.
Is it a run out though?
As an option, as there overthrows, they're going to sneak another one.
Yeah,
Braxton's got an
Adi's
arm.
quick.
This could be tight. And he throws an absolute dolly.
Mind you, Adi is quick, but Sajid could have done better there.
So Taroon's gone from first slip out to the boundary now. Give us a wave, Taroon. He can hear us. So Ashley, mate, what's your favourite shot to practice?
Practice. That's hard. Actually, Only thing I probably don't like is sweeping. I love the cut shot, but I didn't have the option yet.
Very good. Looking forward to seeing you more in the future, mate.
Thank you.
Has he hit that?
Yeah, well, he probably hit the ground with a bat.
So Nilay, the keeper,
He has bowled out.
He's
bowled
bowled
his
out
full quota.
and he's done great figures. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Are we also sponsored by Pepsi Max? Or?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, for viewers who tuned in late, this is the Emma and Kelly Blackcaps Cup.
Yeah, please keep on listening.
Score is 43 for 4 for Düsseldorfers after the end of the 7th over. So 3 more to go. It's a triangular series, T10 tournament.
And this tournament is really born from the privilege of having so many players at the Düsseldorf Blackcaps Club, which has been really well looked after. I'd be interested to hear from you, Ben, a little bit more about the history of the club. Can you give us any words on that?
Well, it started off in 1994, actually 1990, when the British Businessmen's Club were playing here in land of ease. And I joined them, played about 6 years with them. And then we moved down to DSC. Norman was one of our members there at that time. And then actually it started splitting up because too many people, too many jobs, and moving around here and there. So I took over the club in 2000. In 2000 I took over the club and named it Düsseldorf Blackcaps. And we started coming here.
So it was you who called it Düsseldorf Blackcaps? I thought it was a New Zealander.
It was a Kiwi, it was Andrew, another Andrew.
Not me.
No, not you. And he said, since we're wearing black caps, let's call ourselves Black Caps. And then actually we didn't really think about the Kiwis or New Zealanders at that time, but then it came out well, actually.
Well, that's it there. You see, if you give a New Zealander half a chance, they're going to name the team. Of course, my team today is called the Düsseldorf Kiwis.
Right.
So look forward to seeing them in action a little bit later on.
I thought it's called the Blackcaps Kiwis.
Or the Blackcaps Kiwis. Still trying to work out exactly how the name is called.
Mind you, just remind you viewers, all our boundaries and wickets are sponsored by Bhojans. It's a South Indian restaurant. So if you're in for some South Indian delicacy in Düsseldorf, head to Bhojans.
They're going to be providing us lunch this afternoon, so please come over.
Oh, I'm very excited for that.
Meanwhile, a single down to deep square leg by Kashev.
So, Sudi Pro, if you're in the mind of Kashev right now, what are you thinking? I mean, he's been there for a while. He hasn't really connected. You know, he hasn't hit one out of the park. He hasn't got a maximum.
Yeah, we're looking for a Bhojans biggie. We've been waiting for it. I think Aditya is doing well, rotating the strike. He runs well between the wickets. I reckon the outfield is not as quick as it looks like, but you're right. I mean, Kashev would probably be looking to go after the bowling maybe in the last 2 overs.
Oh, that looks pretty good. Umpire's given him. Didn't even think about it. Given him. He's gone down to sweep it. And goodbye. Hello to the next batsman, who's going to be
Ashutosh's father, Manoj. But that's, for you, ladies and gentlemen, a Bhojans breakthrough. The Gladiators have been chipping away at the wickets. Kashev's still there, mind you.
So we've got 47 for 4 at the moment.
It should be 5. That probably was the 5th wicket down.
Of course, we're operating with our 7-second delay there in case there's any obscenities said from the commentary team. But 47's not bad, I feel. I feel like that's still, if they can get to around, what, you reckon 80? Could be competitive.
Yeah, Kashev has to get a move on now. I guess he is looking to do that in the last couple of overs,
Well,
perhaps.
he's the sort of player, you give him an over, he could easily pick 20 off that over, if it's the right bowler.
Exactly. So this is the 8th over anyway. So we're looking at 2 more after this. I said bowling. But I missed the first one.
We've got some streakers on the field in the form of some ducks. We've got about 15-20 ducks behind what was the bowlers end, now the keeping end.
We've been told those are Canadian geese.
Canadian geese. Yeah. Classic Canadians, right? Let's get them out of here.
Well, I think they're outside the boundary, aren't they? It's difficult to make out from here.
So we've got a lot of viewers at the moment coming from Bangladesh, so I want to give a shout out to old Braxton Jr., who's our wicketkeeper today.
Sudipur can probably...
Unfortunately, it's not my language, so German and English is hard enough for me. But who are we bringing on to bowl now? So they're bringing back our top bowler, Vishal. Is this his second overall?
Yeah, I guess he's bowling out now. He bowled the first over, and I don't think he bowled thereafter, so Tarun's giving him some instructions what length to bowl to Kashif, because I think everybody knows Kashif is going to go.
I think Tarun's forgotten that he's not the captain of the team.
Yeah, he's probably
looking at the batting lineup of Gladiators. I mean, I don't think 80 is enough.
Okay, I mean Tarun himself is pretty good at timing the cricket ball.
And you have Gaurav there.
Gaurav as well.
He swings the bat.
Vishal
swings the bat. Sudam can swing the bat.
Brax Jr. Nilay, for example. Nilay can destroy any attack on his day. A real striker of the cricket. This has got to be the over to hit it. Kashif loves pace on the ball.
There goes
Massive
Kashif.
shot.
Is that a Bhojan's biggie? No, it's a Bhojan's boundary, perhaps. Yep, 4 signal.
He's been looking to do that from ball 1, and he's finally connected.
Yeah, missed the length fraction there, Vishal.
You bowling the last over? You going to bowl the last over? Yeah, chicken. Get on.
You don't need to have a shoulder to bowl at your speed, mate.
I think lob bowling could
So
be
we're just
deadly.
having a chat there with Tarun, one of the older heads of the Düsseldorf Blackcaps setup. I guess, Ben, he was around when you were there.
Yes, he was quite young that time. I know he was playing the under-19 nationals that time.
There goes Kashif again.
That's it really well.
Has it gone all the way?
It's a
It's
one
signal
bounce.
4, so it's again one more Bhojan's boundary. So 4-4 this over.
This is the over I was talking about. This is the one where they have to go, they have to look to get 20 plus.
Absolutely, like you rightly said, Andrew, Kashif loves space on the ball. Vishal is a little quick, on the quicker side, I should say. And by now, Kashif's kind of gotten used to the pace and bounce of the pitch as well. 2 overs to go.
And I just want to highlight something I said when Kashif first came to the crease, was that his favourite shot is over covers. That's where he likes to score. They've put a man out there now. So will he look to go to a different area? I mean, there's still a significant gap over extra cover if he wants it.
I think he'll back himself to clear the boundary this time.
Yeah, he's usually pretty good at clearing the fence. Hasn't quite found his timing today, or it's simply that there hasn't been quite enough pace on the ball.
We must thank all our sponsors as well. Livington is another sponsor. He works for Arag. If you're looking for some kind of insurance,
Oh, he's gone across. It's up. There's no one there. It's going to fall safe, and it's a boundary. It limps over the boundary.
Yeah, it's Bhojan's boundary.
3 boundaries in a row.
3 boundaries in a row. 4-4-4. Is Vishal going to do anything different? Is the field going to change?
Pressure's right on the bowling team here right now. Tarun, how much runs do you think they need? Tarun from the fielding team, the old head, says they reckons they need 50 more if they want to be competitive.
Right then, the first 3 have gone for boundaries. Now it's a wide.
He's left it. Wow, he's falling apart, Vishal. I don't know if he's actually played this season.
He hasn't. He hasn't played this season at all, so he's probably a bit rusty. His first over didn't go all that bad though, but right now things are different. The situation is different. We're looking at the last 2 overs.
Well, he's destroying his bowling figures, isn't he? He should have stopped after the first over.
Yeah, probably, in hindsight.
Oh, I put it on the table.
That's going to be another wide, surely.
Yeah, the keepers missed it. Are they going to sneak in a bye now? Kashif wants to retain the strike.
How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Just a reminder, we've got viewers at the moment as I look through the comments there from all around the world. We've got at least 2 viewers from New Zealand, so my parents there.
That's cool.
We've got some Bangladesh viewers. I can see some Indians there as well, from all over the country.
Must be pretty late for you in New Zealand right now, right?
It must be, I don't know quite what the time is there at the moment. Here we go, Vishal, looking for a maximum. It's huge!
Yeah,
Tarun's got an opportunity! He's taking...
Oh,
He's put it down! And he's not impressed with himself.
Well, he shouldn't be.
Unfortunately, the camera has not picked it up, but it was a dolly of a catch. It seemed to go into his hands and then bounce straight out.
I'm not sure if the ball's become wet and heavier than usual. But the good thing for Gladiator is Kashif's off strike.
I think Tarun's just not used to not being at first slip.
That's on one more wide.
But you see, so they ran a single there, and I want to see Kashif back on strike because he's in the mood.
He surely is. And bowling these wides, Vishal is not helping his case.
So we've got 63 for 5. Slowly the score is becoming a bit more respectable.
And Kashif on 26
Kashif on 26
of 20.
of 20.
So Kashif's picked up there.
Big swing, no contact.
Swing and a miss there. Manoj might look to do what his son Ashutosh did. He might just want to, you know, nudge a ball here, give Kashif the strike. Five balls up, mind you.
He does look very composed at the crease. And I think Kashif's going to wander down here and say, mate, you keep the strike because I want to have the next over. So either hit a boundary.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense. We haven't had a single 6 hit this entire innings. We're still looking for the first Bhojan's biggie.
Here we go. Dot or boundary. And it's a wide.
Swing and a miss. We have to wait for the umpire signal. Majid signals wide, so...
I think Vishal, having not bowled this season, is a bit tired after his one over. Seems to have lost it.
Is. He showed a little bit of disappointment there with the umpire's decision, but then he's not too impressed. But I guess he has to finish his over.
Of course, we're coming to the tail end of this T10 batting innings from the Düsseldorfers. The Blackcaps.
The Blackcaps Düsseldorfers.
Düsseldorf, Blackcaps.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh no,
Right.
don't tell me
So
he's
they're
going to
pushing
get a
for
single.
2.
He's going
They're
to
going
go
to
for
push.
2. He's going to push.
Tarun with the big arm and the sore shoulder.
Yeah, that's excellent running. It was hit right in the gap. The 2 was always on.
So right there on the camera right now, you're seeing Nilay and you're seeing Tarun. These two batters have got some serious striking ability. If they get a few shots in the middle of the bat, it is going to be a very easy run chase.
Yeah, the batting lineup is really, really strong. Blackcaps Gladiators. So that's the end of the 9th over. It's 66 for 5.
So is that one over to go, is it?
Yeah, just 1 over left.
This is the final over. They've only got...
Kashif's taking a breather.
They got Tobias and Yash still to come. Toby, as we call him, is an ex-baseball player from one of the local clubs here.
He's a native German, mind you, so it's a perfect
A
narrative.
native German.
It's a perfect narrative of a native German playing cricket. He learned to play cricket with us. He's the man to watch out for, like Ben said a little while back.
He's a great fielder as well, isn't he? He really
He
dives
is
around.
Yeah, exactly. He's very swift across the turf and has a fairly safe pair of hands.
It's amazing to see how many different countries we've got represented here at this club.
Well, we have India, Pakistan and Bangladesh for sure. We have New Zealand. We have Germany, of course.
Afghanistan.
And we have Afghanistan.
We've got a little Englishman over there in the form of Norman as well.
Yeah, of course. England. How can we forget England?
We had an Aussie.
Here we go, final over, Kashif on strike, looking to absolutely take the bowling apart.
So Shashank will finish off
It's an
proceedings
edge.
here.
Will they go 2? I don't think he's going to push for 3.
So it's good work there by Sudhan. It was never a catch. Does well to recover in time. 2 runs.
So what's Kashif's options here, do you think, Sudi Pro? Where's he looking to hit the ball?
I think if it's in the slot, he'll go corner. If it's anywhere in the middle or off middle, and if it's a length ball anywhere around there, he's going to go corner, else he'll go straight. If it's short,
I think he's going to go
point.
straight down the ground.
Yeah, there he goes.
But he's
He
edged
didn't
it.
quite.
That's a replay of what we saw before. The fielder does a great job saving the boundary and another 2. Exactly the same result.
Yeah, he's looking to go straight. He's not quite finding the middle of the bat. It's kind of slicing of the edge, going behind point.
Kashif's there on his haunches. He's don't tell me he's tired after these 10 overs. Surely not.
Well, he got a blow on his helmet, mind you, off a spinner nonetheless.
So what about if he actually decided, if he tried to go over the covers now, you know, with that extra width provided by the bowler? I imagine he's going to bowl the same delivery. Short ball. Could be a catch.
He didn't move.
Oh, fielder Nile, who's an excellent fielder, decided it was smarter at this stage in the match to allow the single. They're going for two.
there's
No
a
way. No way.
Oh, he didn't collect the ball. He didn't collect the ball. There was a run-out opportunity at the non-striker's end. The bowler made a hash of it. Shashank could not collect the ball in time. It was a nice throw by Sajid.
But that's what can happen in these pressure situations. We've
Absolutely.
got the final over.
Yeah, that's what you push your partner. That's what puts the pressure on the fielders.
And Kashif's wanting the strike, but he's going to be frustrated that he hasn't hit the maximums.
Yeah, he would be. He would be. But then, if he has to maximize the probability of scoring runs, he has to back himself to clear the fence.
So it's always interesting to know what time it is around the world. We've got 9:30 p.m. in New Zealand right now.
On a Sunday night.
On a Sunday night. Oh, he's missed it. Jeez, he's swung like the clappers there.
It's a wide. It's a wide.
I'm going to agree with the bowler here. From my angle of about 100 metres away, it did not look like a wide.
Well, the umpire's decision is final, they say.
So the bowler's going to have to re-bowl that, and Kashif, it looked more like a golf shot than a cricket shot.
He just had a mighty heave at it. He was eyeing cow corner, it seems. He actually took a couple of steps down the track, mind you.
Let's look what he does with the pre-movement. See if he takes a few steps to get in line with the ball. Offside. He's connected. Wide of deep. Long off. And that is a boundary again.
Yeah, that's a Bojan's boundary.
Bojan's boundary.
Yeah, Bojan's our prime sponsor for the boundaries and the wickets. So we'll have the Bojan's breakthroughs and the Bojan's biggies. We haven't seen a Bojan's biggie yet.
Oh, wait, bro, you got to explain, Andy, what's a Bojan?
What's a Bojan?
Bojan stands for food. Bojan means food.
Okay, fantastic, fantastic. And so, and the food is provided today, I've heard as well.
Yeah, that's what I've been told as well. Looking forward to it.
Short ball, he's left it another wide. Got to repeat that.
Lots of dosa coming, I assume. A lot of dosa?
No dosas. It's going to be rice. Curd rice.
Grassy food.
So we're looking forward to some authentic South Indian cuisine.
Is it Tarun's restaurant? Or?
No, it's not. It's a different one.
Different one.
Tarun's restaurant, you will not find any authentic South Indian dish. You'll be more North Indian-ish.
Oh, it's a massive shot. But it's gone straight to the man. Easy catch. Oh, it's
gone over him. That is the first Bojan's biggie of the day. Vishal Malik was the man at long on. He tried his best to get a hand to it, but it sailed over him.
The fielder looked like he had that in control the whole time.
Yeah, it looked like it. Or he was very sure where the boundary line was.
But so Kashif is now finding his form with a couple of balls to spare.
Yeah, about time.
I would have liked to see that from a bit earlier from a man with so much ball striking technique this season as him.
Yeah, that's why they say the cricket's such a good leveler. He seems to have broken his bat. He's wanting an extra bat or a different bat.
He's blaming the bat after hitting the six. What is that?
Well, probably he's seen a crack or something somewhere.
But he's moved on now to a score of 40 off 25.
That is good recovery.
Super.
The scorers have given that as a 4, not as a 6.
That was, yeah, this one was a 6.
So,
oh wait, so are we still waiting for a Bojan's biggie? Wait,
Oh, that was a 4. That should have been
4
6.
yeah, but that's what I thought. I thought the fielder was off the rope and it went straight over him.
Okay, so then
There we
Vishal
go.
probably should have
Change
done
of
better.
bat. Change of bat either means a 6 or a wicket.
Well, it's short. It's a flat batted swat towards long off.
Wants the 2. I mean, that was more of a tennis shot, wasn't it? So he
Yeah,
seems
it
to be
was.
playing every shot except the cricket shot at the moment.
Yeah, looking at the length of the ball, it looked like you might go for the pull shot, but that was that the last ball of the innings?
We're done. We're done. That is the innings. So we've got set a total of
84
84
for 5.
84 for 5.
So Kashif remains not out on 42, which means he's scored half the runs of the team.
And he's got the not out, so he's doing great wonders for his average there, isn't he?
Absolutely, he is.
So Kashif 42 off 26. And looking at 85 to win, so run rate of, what's that run rate, Ben? 8.5? That's what I love about T10.
You think it's good enough?
It depends, doesn't it? I mean, it depends how they start. The score there, they accelerated massively towards the end. But I think T10 can be described as a very volatile sort of game.
I was thinking in the beginning, the way we were going, it was 60 would have been a good score. And then I think Kashif did really well to accelerate it to 84.
Because we are playing on a big ground. Let's not forget about that. So the boundaries here are significant. And the grass is a bit longer. If you were here maybe a month ago, the grass is not green. The grass would have been brown. So, it's going well. We've got a little break here, guys. So
Yeah, I've been told it's a 5 minutes break. We have Majid alongside us. He's one of the umpires today. Majid, how do you think is the atmosphere there? How was it? How was your experience?
Very nice.
Okay, you want to add something more to it?
Yeah, it was good. I think the bowling team just give a lot of runs in last 2 years. I think they were 47 in 8 overs. Last 2 years they went almost 40 runs. But they were sledging on the pitch.
they were sledging.
Yes, and they were sledging each other.
I hope Tyrone wasn't sledging, especially after that drop catch.
But by and large, the game was played in the right spirit, right?
Yes, it was very easy. They played fair but hard.
Yeah, that's how you'd want to see cricket played, right, Andrew? You play fair, you play hard.
That's the spirit of the club, and especially with these festival matches that we've got today, it's about a bit of camaraderie, guys coming together. It's been a really short season with everything that's happened at the moment, but everyone's played their games, and of course the Bundesliga team finished up in second place in the T20 competition for North Rhine-Westphalia. So we're going to try and get an interview with Kashif. Hopefully he's available. We were going to get an interview with Tyrone, but after the drop catch we thought we'll leave him out.
Skip it.
I heard that. I was not going to go there anyway.
So he's no longer my captain, so I don't have to worry that he won't bowl me or bat me.
All right, so we have Kashif here for a quick interview in between the innings.
So mate, how'd you feel out there?
It's pretty tight to score because they are not giving any pace to the ball. So, but it's okay. I think we can manage that. We can defend the score.
But you're obviously a fast bowler yourself, so are you going to look to bowl a lot of slow balls?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's the plan.
And why couldn't you hit the ball further at the start of the innings?
Because there was no pace at all in the ball, and the mat is also a bit bouncy, so it's very difficult to judge the bounce on the pitch.
Great, mate. Thanks for your time.
Yep,
Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, so that was Kashif, captain of the Düsseldorfers. He's confident of defending the total. And it's time to interview one of our sponsors. So we have Livingston here.
Okay. Come take a seat. Thank you. That's for you, man.
All right. So first of all, Livingston, thank you very much for being one of the sponsors for today's event. Maybe you can, share a few things about what you do, who you work for, and why you're here.
Yes, of course. I'm working for the insurance company ARA in Düsseldorf. And now I have to want to sponsor something and also to a part of the Indian community and to work with them. It's a very, for me also, I never play cricket, it's very first time, it's very interesting also. And my idea is also to help because I heard lots of people have the question, what insurance I need, please help us, how we can provide ourselves in the legal case or in the liability. Or if you have a house, how I can protect my house for fire, water and everything, yes.
Yeah, of course it's in Germany there's a lot of rules, regulations, and certainly as a foreigner coming from overseas it's very difficult to get your head around all those different rules and regulations, so having someone who can walk with you sounds like a fantastic job.
Yes, of course, we can, we also try to. There are lots of questions, what we need, how it looks, what to protect, because everything is in German. And we try to support them with a translate and support them, okay, you looking in new situation, we make a small analysis, how we can help them guy to choose the right insurance, which we can also give 20 to 30% rabatt on the whole package also, no, for the guy.
So if people want to get in contact with you, what's the best way to do that?
Again?
If people want to contact you
Yeah.
to use your services, what's the best way they can contact?
Of course, one is every time if they have to, my mobile number is also there. Please write me a small message.
Small message, guys.
That's me.
Small message, please. Yeah, we're going to emphasize the small on that one.
You know, so I mean, hey, I am the guy from
Blackcaps.
Blackcaps. From the team, I write you, and then I will contact them and make a telephone call.
All right, so contact Düsseldorf Blackcaps.
Yeah.
I guess that's your first point of contact then. Interesting, you said Indian community, but I'm sure all your offers and rebates and all your knowledge is applicable equally on the entire expats community, right? And we should not feel left out.
Yes, so we have also the Chinese in Pakistan and also the German. We have a big Bestand, a big community where from Krefeld and Düsseldorf we try to I don't know what's the meaning of betreuen.
To take care of and look after.
Yeah, to take care and look after all the customers what we have, and we not only sell, we also make the service. Now, I am as a other partner also make the service if an issue happens. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you very much for
No
sponsoring
problem.
the game. Thanks for being here,
No
and
problem.
we hope you enjoy your experience of cricket today.
Yes, of course.
And,
Interesting, you never played cricket. You are from Sri Lanka, aren't you?
Yes, I'm from Sri Lanka, but never played cricket. I only see a few times, but I never played. I have to learn.
Okay. Yeah, it's never too late to learn, and it's a pleasure to have you here.
Of course. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Bye
Bye.
So we're getting the opening batsman out coming soon. I see Groove here has got some golden pads, which is going to be sensational.
Umpire will reject that.
The umpire is saying he's going to reject them. This is going to be pretty interesting. So he's got himself there. Step back a bit, mate. So and then show us the pads, mate. So
Yeah, he's trying to pose one for the camera.
he doesn't realise the camera zoomed in so much. So
You're moving out of the frame, Gaurav. You have to move further to your left. More. Go back. Go back.
GRV.
Yeah, that's probably a short form for
4.
his name. Gaurav. Yeah, turn around. Yeah.
Look at those golden pads.
That is Gaurav wearing his golden pants. Reminds me of the IPL franchisee Kolkata Knight Riders.
Also, they had some pretty famous players playing for them, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. They did.
But Guruv didn't play for them, did he?
No, he didn't.
Let's see how that's.
Well, the Gladiators have made their way out into the middle. Sorry, the Düsseldorfers have made their way out into the middle. The
I thought
fielders
I
are
was the
ready.
one getting the names confused.
So Gaurav is going to open with Nihal.
So I mean, interestingly, I feel that they're not opening with their real hitters. You know?
Yeah, they're probably reserving some firepower for the middle order.
They probably got the idea of basically if they can just get away to a good start and not lose too many early wickets, the likes of Tarun and Nile can come in later.
Yeah, and Gaurav's a handy batsman as well. He is a pretty useful batsman. I believe Nihal has played a fair bit of cricket, and we have already seen him score a direct hit. We have already seen him take a catch. He's been pretty sharp on the field, actually.
Yeah, well, I mean, if we judge from his fielding effort, absolutely he's pretty sensational. So. We've got a streaker on the field.
Yeah, that was Irfan trying to say hi.
Hello.
The Brax. Do you want to take a photo on my phone and put it on my Instagram?
Yeah. Photo or video?
Whatever. Doesn't matter. So, Tarun has got the pads there with him as well. Tarun, what number are you batting?
Interesting to see Sudan padded up.
What number are you batting, Tarun? Tarun's coming in at 4.
Maybe some bad. No, I'm there.
I think Tarun still thinks he's the captain of the team.
Well, right now probably he will have a role to play in deciding the batting order as long as Gaurav's out there in the middle.
I just want you guys to mess up a bit.
So Tarun, what was your experience of how you guys did in the field?
We were good.
You were pretty good in the field?
Yeah. Let's wait for the second game after this, and then we'll see. We'll set the standard there. Okay.
Some big talks, of course. He's talking about our team there, so he's getting into it already. A bit of sledging. Was there a bit of sledging out there on the field?
We did. Till the 6th over, we were actually sledging them, but after that, we realized we don't need to. Because they were actually not batting.
And that's when you started sledging yourselves.
And then we were like, okay, we need some runs on the board, so let's feel like they would do.
So you gave them the run, so you have something to chase. Is that what
That was the plan. That was the plan. We were preparing for your game as well. So we wanted to do that.
And exceptionally confident.
Yes.
Tarun.
Not confident, cocky.
Cocky. Did anyone sledge you when you dropped that catch?
No. Apart from you?
No, we just had to. Our job is to comment on the game and what happens. And
nothing much. Might get worse now if I drop another one. Let's see.
So let's get back to the game here today. Thanks for your time, Tarun.
So Jatin's going to start off proceedings. Rahul's the wicket keeper. All in readiness.
Scoring.
Okay, it's a dot ball to start off.
Oh, no.
So Andy, you got to be watching this game pretty closely because you're going to play next against the Gladiators. What do you think you should be scoring?
Oh, Gaurav goes for the big heave.
Toby's coming around.
Wicket. Just get a couple. It falls in no man's land.
Yeah, so to answer your question, Ben, it's I don't think anyone knows what a good score is today. I don't think there's really no experience in the T10 format. It seems pretty volatile. From ball one, it looks like they're trying to go for it.
Just a swing and a miss from Gaurav. So Jatin started pretty well, I would say.
But this team is stacked with batting firepower.
Yes, it is. It is, and I guess that's one of the reasons why Gaurav is not being as watchful as he would normally be. He knows he has a lot of batting to come after him. Oh, that's a misfield by Aditya at mid-on. And that's gone for a boundary. That's a Bhojan's boundary for the Gladiators. Maybe Aditya should have done a little better there. Probably was a little late going down. Perhaps he got a bad bounce. Kashif's now swapped him. Kashif's now gone to mid-on himself. Aditya is at mid-off. Can't quite say he was banished. It's a slap towards the offside. Once again, the ball follows Aditya. It's interesting, Andrew, isn't it? Somebody drops a catch and the ball continues to follow the fielder.
That's the way cricket seems to be. It's a cruel game at times, cricket, and it's a magical game when all things come together. Batting team is looking extremely relaxed at the moment. I think they've basically mentally already won the game in their heads.
They've got a good lineup. Pretty good.
That was inventive. First person today who's actually... And they've gone for a run 3.
But that's the new guy, Nehal. That's the new guy, Nehal.
Does he play for...
No, he's not joined Blackcaps. He's just a friend of Gaurav.
He looks pretty handy.
He was pretty good on the field itself, I thought. Did he get that one directed?
Yeah, exactly. He was the guy who got the run out. Looked very sharp. So great start so far. We've got 10 for none off the 1 over. We've got 7 runs to Gaurav. And Nihal has got 3 from 1, which is not a bad effort, you know. It looks like a smart cricketer. Looks like he's got his game put together. Deciding to use the pace of the ball instead of hitting against it. But interestingly not...
Yeah, live now back.
So apologies for the technical disruption that we had there. Of course, Germany not known for its fantastic internet coverage.
Yeah, sometimes it's a challenge, but we are back. In the meantime, Gaurav got out, tried to play a big shot, to the top edge. Rahul, the keeper, taking a pretty simple catch. So that was a Bojan's breakthrough. Exactly what the doctor ordered for the Düsseldorfers. So the Gladiators are 10 without loss, or 10 for 1, I should say, after the end of the second over.
So we missed the wicket that they just took.
Yeah.
Serious. The change of the cable is.
Oh, that was sharp. That was sharp. Is that a bouncer signal by the umpire? I don't think so.
Huh?
That one climbed on the hull.
Go to CricHeroes and then start the live.
So 20 for 1, correction there. Oh, that's a good shot. Over mid-off. Is that going to run down to the boundary? Yes, it does. That's the Bojan's boundary.
It's charging now, right?
Using the pace of the ball. Aditya is quick, but sometimes that can be
Very quick over.
I don't know. Actually,
damaging for his own,
I tried
damaging
that.
to himself.
I took this one.
Okay.
Both sides you have. 4 and 6.
Do you know what, Ben? This is the first game I've ever played without wearing whites and with a white ball. I've never played a game with a white ball.
Serious? You guys are still playing the red ball and the
Of course
white.
we do. We play proper cricket.
Alright, Bojans have done a really wonderful thing. They've put up placards for boundaries and sixes. Majid, the umpire, is holding on to them. It's a nice gesture from Bojans. Very kind of them. Pinching a single there, Nihal.
It's got a very Brian Lara-esque bat lift.
Yeah, Brian Lara's stature as well. I mean, short, a little on the stout side perhaps.
It's a 10. It's a 10.
Probably his mirror image.
Mine. What do you want? What do you want?
They just want to keep that board.
It's actually, the game is, I would say, quite well poised at the moment at 24 for 1.
Yeah, couple of breakthroughs, couple of Bojans breakthroughs
Yeah.
can
Get a
change the
stick
picture
and put it
completely.
behind. So it
Really, as the bowling team, we're going to want to see a couple of more wickets, and maybe Taruna's in next, and Nile following. Those are the guys you've got to get out.
Would you like to set a more attacking field? I think they're scoring way too easily.
Look at that. You can't just pick a single like that. That's taking the pressure off. That's changing the strike. It's a tough balance because you want to save the boundaries. The batsmen hitting the boundaries.
Yeah, but the people on the in the ring should be, further up, saving the single, stopping the single. Maybe a slip in there. At this pace, maybe that's.
So the only way that the Düsseldorfers are going to win is if they take wickets.
Absolutely. That's short. That's not going to help. It probably was a slow bouncer though.
Is it ringing?
Raining.
This is ringing.
Oh, he's bowled him! He's bowled him! He's bowled him! That's the Bojan's breakthrough. That's the wicket they were looking for. Nihal, the set man, gone. And that brings Tarun to the crease.
You serious stupid thing. Sajid, Kakashi, Android or cable? Power bank.
So Tarun's the new man in. He is the Blackcaps Bulls captain.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry guys, just spent a bit of time here trying to optimise the camera angles for your viewing pleasure.
So Sunil's going to continue, rather bowl out. It's interesting. I mean, T10 brings about a lot of changes, not just in strategies, but also what commentators are going to say. If one bowler bowls a second over, what are you going to say? Is he going to continue or is he bowling out?
Those are the questions, especially for commentators who are not very experienced as well, right?
Yeah,
and
first time.
And underpaid, I must say, as well.
We're doing it for free.
This one is not working. This mic is not working. Only that one is working. I'm just trying to fix this thing.
So then nudges it down to square leg. Ashutosh in pursuit. Jatin's in pursuit as well. Jatin beats Ashutosh to the chase. A couple of runs to Sudan.
Was that father like son?
No.
You use the internet still, right? Yeah. I'll give it.
So we've got probably the key batsmen at the non-strikers in at the moment. The Gladiators are batting. Gladiators are batting.
Yep.
Gladiators doing it pretty comfortably at the moment. However, this game can change so quickly. A few wickets. A great shot again behind point. Great fielding from Toby, our native German, who was a softball and baseball extraordinaire, turning his talents now to the game of cricket. And of course, every German who asks you to explain what cricket is, they say, "Oh, so it's kind of like baseball," and of course, it's completely different.
Not just German, you say that to the Americans as well.
Very true. I never in my life before had to explain what cricket is, but when you start to explain it, it is a crazy sport. Anyway, first ball for Tarun here. Back and across, looking very comfortable. Like the old head that he is, plays the classic shot. Through point, rotating the strike. That's all they have to do right now is rotate the strike.
Yeah, do nothing stupid, play sensibly, the runs would come by. You already got a few on the board already.
It's really strange you're referring to Tarun as an old head, because I remember coaching him as a kid.
So we've got Norman there who's just said that he, for him, Tarun is always the kid who he was coaching.
He was.
And,
he was 17, I think, when I
17.
first got hold of him.
Oh, it's a good ball. It's a quick ball. And great keeping.
Yeah, sharp work behind the stumps by Rahul. Sudan probably was a little late onto the shot. But they can afford to play out a few dot balls at the moment. It's a decent spell by Sunil, has hit the path it's given him. That's LBW.
The batsman is not happy. He's not happy at all.
Playing it down leg, wasn't he?
I think for good reason, because it looked from here, the angle looked like it was hitting down leg and missing the wickets. But now, this is where the action's going to happen. We've got Tarun and Nilay, and this is... something's going to happen.
Yeah, something's going to give now. It's a Bhojan's breakthrough for the Düsseldorfer. Sudan, the man dismissed, is not happy with the LBW decision. Yeah, it may have been sliding down leg, but you know what, Andrew? Sudan does have this tendency to shuffle across the stumps, so maybe that can sometimes put the umpire off.
Yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head there, but he played an excellent innings, and it comes off to an amazing round of applause from the audience there. Looking at the stadium, we've got about 20,000 people here viewing what they thought is cricket, but they're at the football stadium. Well batted, mate.
Yeah, Abhishek.
But this is what I've been wanting to see. I've been hanging out here. We've got Nilay and Tarun, probably the two most exciting batsmen here at the Düsseldorf Blackcaps, and they found themselves in the exact same team. I just fixed that, right? Mate, I fixed it.
Oh, you fixed it? Oh, sorry.
Sorry. The score update. What have we got?
Yeah, it's 31 for 3. So the Düsseldorfers had yet another Pojans breakthrough, bringing into the crease the two most experienced campaigners, or the two most reliable campaigners for the Gladiators. Manoj is into the attack. Pulled. Will it be a boundary? Sunil in pursuit. Can he stop it? No, he can't. That's a Pojans boundary. Signal by Majid, the umpire.
Yeah, Tarun looked pretty confident on that. Pretty slow bowling for what he's used to. Sat back. He's not the man with the tallest stature, but very, very handy on the pull shot and cut shots there. And perhaps for little Ashy, that's what he's got to work on as well.
Yeah, absolutely. This is Ashutosh's father bowling, mind you. We already saw 13-year-old Ashutosh grinding it out in the middle when he was batting. Yeah, I think that's a better length to bowl.
Can you just come for a second?
Well, the place you do not want to bowl to Tarun is anywhere back of the length, because he's onto it so quickly, especially at this pace, especially on this pitch. He is going to be sitting back looking for it. So let's see what the bowler does now. Keep it full. Oh, he's gone over covers, but there's a sweeper there. That's what the field's set for, and only a single.
Yeah, well done. I think that's the length to bowl. Tarun will obviously play his shots. The fielder will have to do the tidying up, and that was a decent effort by Abdul at sweeper cover.
Now, Nilay is going to do one of two things. It's either going to be he's going to go out early, or he's going to play a blinder and smack the ball all over the park. I think this is exactly the bowler he wants to face for his first few balls. He likes pace on the ball. Short, wide, smashed it, sweeper, and the sweeper's missed it, and it's a boundary.
It's a Pojans boundary right through the hands of Abdul. Should have done better there.
She's done excellent. Mention her. She's done it.
You did it, Danica.
Ben.
Okay, and as we speak, we are being treated to some wonderful muffins cooked by Danica. Probably she's the same age as Ashutosh.
How old are you?
13. So you got some muffins from Danica.
Oh, thank you.
Danica, it's for the Blackcaps kiwis only, right? Ben, it's only for Blackcaps kiwis. Only for Blackcaps kiwis.
Oh, it's a swing and a miss from Nile.
And that's what I'm talking about. You know, he's throwing the kitchen sink at that one. For both of these batsmen, anything short is going to get punished. On the leg side, I can't see a sweeper out of deep square. There's no one.
Yeah, I think Tarun's asking Nile to keep his head down, not lose his composure.
Oh, yeah, no, but, no, I will.
He's been asking him that all season. I think you got to let him go. I think you got to say, mate, play your shots. Let's see what happens. It's T10.
Yeah, it's a T10, but they're barely. They have already notched up half the score needed. So the last thing they got to do is something stupid and lose and throw away the wickets. Anyway, end of the over. It's 40 for 3.
And doing it pretty comfortably at this stage. But again, the two key batsmen are in right now. 2 quick wickets, the game's on its head, and it's anyone's game. Even 1 wicket to get a breakthrough. I think Tarun is the key man. He's the one with the calm head. He's the old timer. Got a bit of nous. Rahul's behind, he's probably having a good chat. We've got Jatin here, he's bowling out to Tarun. These guys have known each other for a very long time. They'll know their strengths, know their weaknesses. Here he comes. Oh, he's dropped the catch. Oh, the keeper. No. That was it. That was the chance.
Would you believe it? There was a sound all right.
I mean, look, in Rahul's defence as keeper, it was a big nick. It would have been a good deviation off the bat. We'll check it on the replay, on the Hawkeye, with the super slow-mo. And then we'll have a look at the hotspot to see exactly how he's hit it. Hotspot cameras, you know, we're working on getting. They cost about $1 million. And they have to be set up exactly in the right place. and then you can see exactly what's happening. We're also working on getting the speed gun as well.
Yeah.
Then we can see exactly how slow some of these bowlers can be. But of course, that's, you know, you're looking at another 250,000 euros on that. So here we go. Oh, again an edge. The call from the sideline is keep your head down, and if you look at the replay on that, his head at the time of contact it's looked like he's trying to look for some star signs.
Absolutely, it's I think done in by lack of pace there from Jatin. I guess Sunil at short third man might be in business should another one get, you know, sky up in the air. Third one looking to dab that one down third man.
Tarun is actually, in the last few games, really come into his element. He had a bit of a slow start to the season, but even in the finals, played exceptionally well. Oh, he's hit it. Oh, there's no one there to catch it. He's only half hit it. They're going to go for two. They've gone to the wrong end. Should have gone keeper's end, wouldn't you?
Yeah, Tarun was the one to aim for, because the non-striker would already be backing up when the ball's being bowled, so he has this advantage of a couple of steps ahead.
And he lays exceptionally fast between wickets. Tarun maybe not so much.
Yeah, I guess so. Nilay has long strides as well.
Short ball.
Short, pulled. Abdul picks up deep mid wicket, just a single.
So let's look what Nilay does now. You watch his head at the time of the shot. But that was better. He kept his head on the ball, bit of spin in the field, but he's still not middling it. Yeah, that's come off the inside half of the bat. And, look, thank goodness for the Gladiators.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they could probably play everything along the ground. There's absolutely no need right now to go for the big shots. 46 for 3.
Yeah, what I like about the way these two have batted is they're playing themselves in. So that they're striking around about 100 for each of them, which is all you have to do at the moment, because they're more than capable, like what we saw Kashif do, to really take a liking to a bowler once you've got yourself in on the pitch. Oh, this is the competition now. So now we have Kashif, who is the captain. He's going to be bowling against Nilay, and there's going to be a few words said between the two.
Yes, absolutely. This is going to be a cracker of a contest, and I've been told it's 3 overs to go, so they've already bowled 7 overs. That was quick.
It's Kashif's brought himself on, so he can still bowl 2
at the depth.
So this is interesting strategy, because typically he would be opening the bowling in the Bundesliga team, which is the top team for the Düsseldorf Blackcaps, and maybe Tarun and Nilay were kind of hiding from it. Here we go. I'm going to say back of a length short ball. Oh, he's gone for the Yorker, and he's bowled it well, and he's played it well. Just the single, so good result.
Definitely at the dead, that's what you need to bowl, that's what you can hope for. Of course, if you miss it by a fraction, you can get whacked, but that was brilliant execution of a Yorker, and well played by Nilay.
So, Sudi, who are the next 2 teams playing?
I think Gladiators are playing the Kiwis next.
Oh, shot.
That's a great looking shot over covers. That's a brilliant shot all the way to the boundary. That's a Bojan's boundary to Tarun.
That's got to be shot of the day. Sensational. I mean, that was a cover drive. He's middled it. Hasn't looked to overhit it. We've got the Bojan's boundary coming up. We've got our sponsor Ben walking through. Look at that. Thank you so. What a great job. That's the club president there, doing the work, putting the hard yards in, and he's doing a fantastic effort. Higher. Yeah, Tarun's playing smart cricket now, so he's played 1 shot behind point through third man area. Now he's got a 2. And actually, they're really looking to take it to Kashif now. And we did that interview with Kashif, and he said he was going to bowl slower balls, but I haven't seen any slower balls right now.
Yeah, not as yet. Maybe he'll try to vary his pace right now. Now is the time.
I just wonder what his go-to option is here. He's got Tarun. He knows if he drops it short, he's going to get. Well, Tarun's going to go after it, but Tarun took it to him early on by hitting a beautiful cover drive. I think he's going to go for the Yorker again. By the looks of the way he's set the field, there's no one out of deep square. He cannot afford to bowl short. Got to be the Yorker. And he goes for it, and he's hit it, and Toby's going for the catch. Oh, just wide of him. He needs the softball glove. Going for 2. This could be tight as well. Oh, has he got him? Umpire keeps his hands by his side. Very good cricket.
Tarun's carrying too many piratas.
So with score now, we're looking at 55 for 3. Coming down into the final overs, you've got to say it's anyone's game at this stage, but control is with the batting team. Kashif wants a wicket here.
Tarun's on 18, Nila is on 7, both of them on a roll. It seems okay, nicely played, smartly done. Straight to Toby, just a single.
But you see what he's done there is he's gone hard at the balls previous, and now he's seen the ball's not in his area, so he played with soft hands for a single, and that is the mark of someone who knows what he's doing.
Exactly. You just cannot go bang bang every ball. You need to be smart.
Yeah, but Nilay is going to go bang bang. Watch this. Oh, he's smashed it to the man, but he still hasn't middled it. Oh, they're going for 2. Kashif is not impressed. He is not happy. Sunil there. Hands by his sides. He's saying, what is going on? Kashif, who saved himself for the end, has got absolutely taken apart in that over. Because we've got 2 overs remaining.
Yeah, 58 for 3.
Norman, you want to put your clothes on now, mate?
Sorry, mate?
You want to put your clothes on because I think it's going to be a really quick
Are we going
turnaround.
straight out?
Yeah.
Are you okay to keep? Yeah. Just to be sharp, I just feel the bowlers don't spread.
Right there, 2 overs to go.
No. It's not the winner. We already know who we're playing against.
No, we'll be playing the one in red.
Oh, Ben, we're playing the one in red. So we're going to wear black.
I thought the Gladiators, the one fielding.
He knows what's
No,
going on.
Gladiators is the one the back.
Go up!
Okay. Also, wear the black one.
Black one?
Yeah, wear the black one.
All right, City Pro, mate. I've got to leave the commentary box now to get the team together for the next game, which is going to be the Düsseldorf Blackcap. Kiwis are going to be coming out, which sounds like a wonderful name. Combination of Kiwis and Blackcaps. But I'll be watching, and I'll leave the commentary in your hands.
Sure. No problems, and good luck for the game, Andrew.
Enough power banks, you just need a cable.
What cables? Yeah. 27.
Right then, 27 needed of 2. Sunil's put on the keeping pads and the keeping gloves. Rahul's gonna bowl.
Is it charging now? Done.
Tarun steps out, plays it into the gap, on the covers, looking for 2.
Remove the SIM card.
Connected it with
Okay.
Easily done.
yeah,
Aditya, the fielder there.
It's not charging, bacha. Nehal, score update करते रहो हर बॉल के बाद. 2 रन हुए ना? Even it's kind of no 60. It's just for the internet, is it? Or for the
no.
Laid down to square leg, straight to Ashutosh, but a single nevertheless.
I leave your phone as the internet now. I leave it here. Yeah. So everything is connected.
charging.
Yeah, it's charged.
Not a bad start by Rahul.
Come on, get some boundaries.
13 from the over. They will be looking to hit some Bhojan's boundaries. There goes Nilay. Kind of sliced off the outer half of his bat, straight to Toby at point, just a single.
You can set it here with the front camera facing them. The commentator's camera is also up now.
Resume, right?
Stepped out. Tarun going for the biggie. Rahul's coming underneath it, and it's a lovely cotton ball. That's a Bhojan's breakthrough.
Hello.
Wanted to get a move on, wanted to get some big shots going. He still has a few words to say to Nile, but he has to depart. Tarun's the man dismissed. It's the 4th wicket down.
I just got to come back to the commentary box for that. Tarun there has lost his wicket at the critical time. Now it really is anyone's game. You got scoreboard pressure on. Again, we're seeing getting the pace taken off. Is that the wicketkeeper bowling?
Yeah, absolutely, Andrew. Good observation. They switched their roles. It was a nicely judged catch. So just 4 of this over from 4 balls. That is sensational bowling. That's a full toss. Could be above the waist high.
6.
It's gone for a maximum. It is a Bhojan's biggie.
That's a no ball.
It's a Bhojan's biggie. It's not called a no ball. And that's Ben running in front of the camera. Telling you who Bhojan says. Now, Neela steps down the track. Is he going to be caught there? Yes, it's a fantastic catch. Good running catch by Kashif, the captain. He hits the 6. He got the tempo up, but then he gets out next ball. This is what scoreboard pressure can do to you. Are the Gladiators losing their way?
Who is coming here? The internet is from this phone, so let everything be here. Yeah, there are 2 phones with it. Internet is, all this is coming from this, yeah. So, both the phones, yeah. So just leave it as it is. Okay.
Internet is coming from both the phones.
So your phone is coming from yours, other things are connected.
Does it save bandwidth? Does it optimize bandwidth?
No, that's not the reason.
So why are you draining out charge on the phone?
That's because that is now connected with it. I don't want it to stop it now. I don't want it to stop it now.
So please ask for some more money so we get some donations.
We'll get a device next year so that internet issues will be solved. Oh, yeah.
Alright, Kashif's coming on to bowl the last over. 17 needed from the last over. Kashif bowling to Vishal. Vishal's the new man in. So number 26 and number 27 are out there at the crease. Oh, that's hit him. That's hit Vishal. That's hit Vishal on the chest.
That's a very nasty blow. Can someone get him water?
Nasty. He looks okay. He's rubbing his chest. He's all right. Kashif immediately ran up to Vishal, tending an apology.
Of course, they have played in the same team for 2-3 years. Yeah, it's a good friendly contest, and of course, the Blackcaps always make sure that we are safe together. Right? It's a family.
Absolutely, we are hell bent on playing fair. It's a nice gesture from Kashif. Right then.
So
still 17 needed from 5.
17 from 5 balls. And
right, it's straight to
single,
Jatin as
single.
extra cover. Single
from Vishal.
Yeah.
Trying to.
Sorry? Yeah, I'll have a catch up here.
Sergeant's on strike. Oh, he's bowled him. He played all around it. Kashif's got another Bhojan's breakthrough. The Gladiators are losing their way now. Shashank's the last man in, I guess.
What's the requirement?
16 more needed. 4 balls.
4 balls. It's still possible. 4 fours.
Yeah,
boundary.
theoretically it's still possible. but I don't see that happening. I beg your pardon, Irfan will be the last man to walk out for Gladiators should another wicket fall. Meanwhile, it's Shashank.
But yeah, 80 plus score. It was still, yeah, they're close. And Kashif, one man did everything for the bat, and now he's also doing it with the ball. He's leading by example.
Absolutely, he just held himself back to bowl in the death over, so he came on to bowl the 7th, 8th and the 10th. That was remarkable captaincy. A bit of a gamble, but it paid off.
And coming back to you as a viewer, Sudipro, how are you enjoying the tournament?
Yo, it's fantastic. Oh, there's a run-out opportunity there. They were trying to sneak in a bye. Shashank played and missed, but it's a single at the end of the day. Yeah, thanks for asking that question, Vijay. I think it's a fantastic sight over here. As a neutral, as a spectator, it is an awesome display of cricket out there. So yeah, it's a great occasion.
Thanks for accepting to come in. Oh, that's up.
Oh, that's high in the air. Aditya is coming underneath it and safely taken. He is a very safe fielder, has a very safe pair of hands, and that's... Okay, so it's a bit of a fun event over here. The last batsman did not quite get the time to pad up. It's the last ball coming up, so the batsman chose not to walk out despite getting out. That doesn't happen too often. And a single of the last ball. So quite a convincing victory in the end for the Blackcaps Düsseldorfer. We'll come back shortly for the next game that will be played between the Gladiators and the Blackcaps Kiwis. Stay tuned.
You can get someone from break.
Oh, here is the
umpire.
Bro, that time. I'll give you a phone here. Yeah, we'll start. I think we don't need live. Who was scoring there? Gaurav, you finished the game, right? Yeah. You finished the game. Guys, you need a commentator in your team. Manoj, can you do it? Yeah. Umpire. I think he's gone.
Yeah, Vijay, here's your coin.
Yeah, fine here. Yeah, fine. Yeah. I'm just worried about that. I just need to see how it's starting next year. I don't think we need something to start with. Sorry man, I just... I will score, don't worry.
ये करेगा ना प्रो एंड मजीद
Sudah di call? Ya, sudah di call?
Yeah, then do it. Perfect. So, Ashu and Manoj are doing. Ashu and Manoj are doing.
आपने सुना ली सर?
You can do it. Come.
Get up.
Bro.
You have started? But I have to leave after like 40 minutes. 45
Yeah, you are with Ashu.
Okay. Who won the toss?
You want the dog. Did you get it?
Did I get the interview? You mean? No, not yet.
मैंने देखी बेस्ट ऑफ 3 हो रहा है
No. It's a triangular series.
हाँ
Okay. Ashu, can you just move to that chair? Shrikant, why don't you come here? We'll do an interview with you.
me not she will do.
Anybody?
No நான் கேள்விக்கு பதில் சொல்லுவேன்
Oh, both of you. Both of you can come.
you sit क्यों होने
Alright, so our boundaries and wickets are today sponsored by Bhojans. We are looking forward to a sumptuous lunch later in the day as well. So we have Bhojans here as one of our sponsors, and let's hear about them, what they do, what they have to offer, and if you're in Düsseldorf and you're looking for some good South Indian cuisine, Bhojans is probably the place to head for. So,
thanks for this.
That's a great introduction for a small restaurant like Bhojans, and we are very happy to sponsor this cricket tournament here today. And it is just rekindling my memories when I used to play cricket myself during college days. It's wonderful atmosphere. The guys are very nice. Everybody is having full enthusiasm, and I hope to have a great session the next round also.
perfect. It's great to know that you used to play cricket as well. That is probably why you are able to relate to the game so much. So why don't you tell a little more about what Bhojans is all about?
It's a first ever South Indian restaurant in NRW, I can say, or maybe in Germany, and it's a 100% vegetarian and vegan cuisine. And I've been doing it as a takeaway for the last 3.5 months, and due to so many questions from every single person who visited the takeaway place, I've started searching for a place, and yeah, very soon we'll be moving to a place where you can come and
Is not updated. But you have to do it on both the gadgets, right?